So they say spirits have a lot to say. And I listened, and boy, did St. Louis Cemetery #1 in New Orleans, they had a lot to say. And walking in the gates was like an energy shift. You walk in there, and it was like heavy. And you know that you were in a different time, a different area, like a different layered energy. And I came across some spirits, some residual hauntings. And I was just completely memorized. You know, guys, being a medium and a clairvoyant and all that intuitive, you have to protect yourself, and you have to protect your peace when you walk into areas like this. Now, cemeteries typically don't get to me as much, but this cemetery did, just because there's so much energy. There's a lot of untold stories. There's a lot of honoring ancestors rituals that still take place in these cemeteries. Now, keep in mind, New Orleans has more than just one. And that's just amazing. So when I walked into the gates, again, I felt like the energy shifted very, very fast. And even before I walked through the gates, you can definitely feel the layer of just like a city within a city. But this was the city of the dead. And when I walked in, there was a few spirits. That there was a gentleman there. He was in his 30s, very arrogant, very sassy, and he believed people owed him, and he was very upset, or very put out is what he said, that someone had the nerve, sorry, I can't talk tonight, or the audacity to off him. And whatever it was, it happened quickly and completely out of his control. That's what I got. People will have experience with this particular person or spirit. To me, they're still persons. He likes to definitely let the groundskeepers know that he's there. He likes to go in and out of the alleyways between the tombs and scare people. And if he doesn't like you, he will definitely let you know. And yes, I did come in contact with the energy of Marie Laveau, which is one of my favorite practitioners, one of my favorite. If I could have ever met her in life, I would have been so honored. Her energy is definitely felt through the whole city. Marie Laveau built that city. She was a midwife, she was a practitioner, she was a priestess, a voodoo priestess that offered her services, whether negative or positive. You know, she offered them, and she built that city. Her tomb is there. People do come and leave offerings for her. I did not experience her in any, seeing her. I did experience her energy, and a lot of energy of people coming in and bringing her offerings and asking for wishes. So we have to remember that energy also feeds her energy, which is, for me, that's fine. Was she perfect? No. Did she do some things that were questionable? Probably, yes. But back in those days, people, looked to her. There was a few back in the back of the cemetery. There was some very, very old cemetery or tombs. Now, we have to remember too that in this area of New Orleans, it is swampland. So they cannot bury their dead. They bury them above ground. And if it's a family tomb, they do kind of, or I could put this gently, they recycle. And so that's kind of what happens there. And some of these tombs have been forgotten, and hence the ancestors have been forgotten. I did come in contact with a young lady who did catch the sickness. It was like a dip, like yellow fever or something like that. It was a bad sickness that I did feel her energy, and before she died, it was like she passed away. She just seemed like she fell asleep, and she was tired and constantly sick, and her body hurt so bad. I did see flashes of her skin had boils on it, and the stench was terrible. I do remember getting a stench. Like it wasn't like a normal stench that you would get around the city. Granted that New Orleans has, it's a party capital, and they do clean the streets and everything. So please guys, one thing you don't do when you go down there, don't go barefoot on the streets. Please don't. Please don't. That's not one thing you want to do. There's a lot on that street, or streets. Don't do that. I just felt bad for her, because she felt like she was forgotten, and her family, it was like she was the last, or she couldn't find her family. Like she just was forgotten, like buried and forgotten. So I don't know if her family just ended up moving away from New Orleans, or there was something going on. And it was in the 1800s, mid 1800s, I would say. And so yeah, guys, that's a few of the spirits that I came in contact with. There was a lot more, but again, being a sensitive and a medium, you have to be very careful and try not to have them take a lot of energy with you. Now, when you guys go visit these places, and if you are sensitive, or even if you're not, just please say out loud, you guys are not allowed to come with me. You have to stay here. I wish you the best. I wish the best for your spirit. And just leave it at that. Always protect yourself. Always ground yourself. Again, there's a lot of energy there. A lot more than normal around the city in those type of areas. We have to remember this is where people said goodbye to their loved ones. And that energy also has been left, and that's all that's remembered. So, and if you guys do go visit, you cannot walk in there again, due to people going in and vandalizing the tombs. There are now tours, and the tour guides do come in and take care of the tombs, and the money does go in to take care of the ones that are forgotten. So with that, oh yeah, and I do have to say, the people there are just magnificent. I love them. Treated us with dignity and respect. And it just makes me honor and respect that culture even more. All the cultures down there. So with that, guys, stay tuned. I will talk about another place I went in New Orleans, and my daughter had an experience. So don't forget, we have a live Speaking of Spirits tomorrow at 7. Thursday, Hotel Paranormal show. I can't talk tonight. And of course, I have a new show coming up. First episode, Friday, The Gathering of Shadows. So take care of you guys. Like and subscribe. Bye.